Ganapadaya Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello everyone, this is Vinay. I welcome you all to my channel Astrologic. To start with, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year 2021 and hope that all of you are safe and healthy and wish you great success in this year. Right, so before we start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please ensure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any video which I'm going to post from time to time. So today in this video I'm going to talk about 5 ascendants for which 2021 is going to be extremely special or fruitful. Right, so however, it doesn't mean that the remaining 7 ascendants or lagnas this year it's going to be bad, or people born with the remaining 7 lagnas or ascendants the year is going to be bad. It is just that based on my research, the overall picture which is emerging for these 5 lagnas or ascendants which I am going to talk about is extremely good in comparison to other lagnas or ascendants, right? So adding to this, whenever we do a prediction for a longer time, in this case for the entire year, right, so we usually give importance to 4 planets. These 4 planets are slow moving planets, right? So otherwise remaining fast moving planets change houses almost every month. So when we do a when we do a long term prediction or the prediction for the entire year, we need to look at the slow moving planets. So in this case, we are considering the 4 planets, slow moving planets, which are Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu. Right, so because these 4 planets, especially in 2021, are going to remain mostly in same rashis, right? So that's the logic. And so therefore in this video, we are going to look at predictions for people who are born with these 5 ascendants or lagnas, which is being favored big time in 2021. And as usual, at the end of the video I'm going to talk about another tantra. So I'm going to touch upon LOA, what is called as law of attraction, and I'll give you one technique to strengthen your subconscious mind, and how you can build a positive mindset or mind frame, right? So it's going to be very useful. So that's the advantage of the videos. If you watch that, definitely there will be some key takeaway, and something that you're going to always gain by watching these videos. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get into the first lagna or ascendant, which is chosen for this year 2021. It's Mesha or Aries lagna or ascendant. Okay, so why Mesh lagna or Aries ascendant, right? So this is because the lord of this house, Mars, throughout the year, the Mars will be favorable position for this lagna or ascendant. So people who are born with Mesh lagna or Aries ascendant, the lord of this particular house is going to be favorable throughout the year. So that's one of the reasons. The second biggest plus point for Mesh or Aries is that both Saturn and Jupiter are sitting together in 10th house, right, for this ascendant. And Jupiter is the lord of 9th house, and Saturn is the lord of 10th and 11th house for this lagna or ascendant. So there is a trikon or a kendra combination, right, which can be seen for this particular lagna or ascendant, which is forming something called as Dharma Karmadipati Yoga. Dharma Karmadipati Yoga, which in itself is a big thing for people born with this lagna, Mesh lagna or Aries ascendant. So the entire year for people who are born in Mesh lagna or Aries is going to be the focus is going to be on profession or work or business. You can start new work or new business. In your old job, you may get increments or promotions. All work related profits that you deserve, right, it will start coming this year. Also, Jupiter for a brief period will be in Kumbh Rashi, which is the 11th house for this ascendant or lagna. Therefore profits and fulfillment of desires is guaranteed, right, for people who are born in Mesh lagna or Aries ascendant. Next, Rahu is also sitting in second house, that's in Vrishab or Taurus for this Lagna or ascendant. So Rahu will give you the financial expansion this year. Ketu is sitting in your 8th house, therefore if there are any issues related to your inheritance, those issues will get resolved this year. Also, you can expect big positive transformations this year, especially if you are in insurance, finance, research field. It's going to be really good for you. So overall, it's going to be a good year for Mesh or Aries ascendants. When you look back at the end of this year, you will definitely cherish 2021 and feel satisfied. Okay, all the best. So let's move to the Vrishab or the Taurus ascendant, right? This is the second ascendant or Lagna that we have chosen. For Vrishab Lagna or Taurus ascendant, Jupiter and Saturn will be together in the 9th house, which is the house of fortune or Bhagya, what we call Bhagya or Bhagya. Jupiter is the lord of 11th house also for you, and the Saturn is in 9th and 10th house, right? So who is the lord of 9th and 10th house? Saturn, right? So this is also kind of a Rajyo for you, right, as Saturn is your Yoga Karaka planet, so what we call as a favorable, most favorable planet. So Saturn is going to be a Yoga Karaka planet for you. Entire year fortune will favor you, so people who are born with Vrishab Lagna or Taurus ascendant, right? So entire year fortune is going to favor you. We say that fortune favors the brave, but in this case, because of the divine blessings, entire 2021 fortune is going to favor you, which means that with minimum efforts you may get maximum results this year. Due to connection of 9th house, you will get good news from far off countries. Also, if you want to travel abroad, it's a good time for you. If your father is alive, you get good support from your father and also from your gurus and mentors. In your Lagna itself, Rahu is sitting. So therefore, if you work on building your self-image, Rahu will definitely support you completely. Just two things that you need to take care of. One, take care of your eating habits. Second, uh, you know, try to avoid depression for whatever reason. You guys have to try and avoid slipping into depression. As far as eating habits are concerned, try to have sattvic food or vegetarian food. Okay, and Ketu is in 7th house of your Lagna or ascendant, therefore this time will be good for relationships and partnerships as well. Just that if any of old relationship issues crop up suddenly, you will have to handle them very diplomatically, so just be careful about that. Again, overall year it's going to be very good for you. Even people born with Vrishab or Taurus Lagna, when you look back at the end of the year, you will feel more satisfied and fulfilled, right? Okay, so moving on to the next choice for this year, the Kanya Lagna or Virgo ascendant. So people who are born with Kanya Lagna or Virgo ascendant, right? So for you also, this year is going to be really good, because Jupiter and Saturn are placed together in 5th house for you. 5th house is the house of fun, entertainment, creativity, children, education, speculation, profits from investments, right? And it is also Purva Punya Sthana, what we call as Purva Punya Sthana. So you will shine in some of these areas, especially in creativity. You will get good creative ideas and you can prosper by executing them. This year, apart from your regular profession, you may also convert your hobby or passion into profession, right? So that is also possible. And if you are a student, this year is going to be really good for you. If you are investing in share market, stock market, then also it's a good year for you. However, based on my predictions, the time around April this year is not going to be that good. So you just need to ensure that you are well aware of the share market dynamics. So there can be a drop in the market during April. Rahu is in your ninth house, so he will give you all the materialistic comforts, but try to ensure that you also maintain some kind of spirituality, because Rahu is not very well known for spirituality, but materially he will give you good expansion this year. Ketu will be in the third house of your Lagna or ascendant, so Ketu will help you to refine your talents further during this period. He will also show you who are your good friends and who are your bad friends or enemies or backstabbers. So overall it's going to be a very good year for you. By the end of 2021 you will be happy, so that's for sure. Moving to the fourth choice for this year is Dhanur Lagna or Sagittarius ascendant, right? So people born with Dhanur Lagna or Sagittarius ascendant, the entire focus this year will be on finances, because Saturn and Jupiter are together and they're sitting in the second house of your Lagna or ascendant. So Jupiter will help you expand financially. Your relationships also will improve. Saturn will make sure that you work hard, but he will also give you good results at the end, right? So best part is sometimes when there is a huge cash flow, people don't know how to manage it, but you will be able to manage it efficiently this time. Okay, so Rahu will be in your sixth house, which will help you win over your competition or your enemies. Rahu will also give you enough insights or wisdom to tackle your competition effectively, get better opportunities and success in either your career or business. Even your day-to-day activities will be good and you will be service oriented during this time. You will get success because of that as well. Ketu will be in your 12th house, who will keep you inclined towards spirituality, and if you are doing any activities related to charity, you will get fame as well in the society. Okay, so overall for people born in Dhanur Lagna or Sagittarius ascendant, also the year 2021 will be very important and satisfying. So the last Lagna, the fifth Lagna or ascendant chosen for this year 2021 is Makara or Capricorn. So for people born with Makar Lagna or Capricorn ascendant, right? So in your Lagna or ascendant only, both Saturn and Jupiter are sitting together. So Saturn is the lord of your Lagna or ascendant. So, and since Jupiter is also there, Jupiter will be showering you with enough blessings and will make you generous and kind-hearted. Because of your generosity and kind-heartedness, people around you will start liking you a lot. So you can keep that in mind. You are going to be famous. You are going to gain a lot of fame in the society. So Jupiter is giving you generosity, fame, expansion, and also energy in 2021. And what Saturn is giving? Saturn is giving you focus, discipline, perseverance, right? So this combination, what you are getting from Saturn and Jupiter, will take you a long way and expand your horizon, and therefore possibilities, right? New possibilities, new opportunities. And since Saturn and Jupiter are looking at 7th, 9th and 10th house from wherever they are sitting, you will have better fortunes with your relationships and karma or work area, your business that you are doing. So Rahu is in your 5th house, therefore your creativity is going to peak during this time. If you are in the field of art or cinema, you're going to excel, right? If you have children, even they will do well. You will get profits through your investments or because of your any kind of investments or speculation. Ketu is in your 11th house, therefore you will be profited through your network. Through networking, you're going to become you're going to get good friends with spiritual people, right? People who are spiritual in nature, you might get well associated or get good friendship with them. You also might get big favors from big people. Therefore 2021 is going to be really good for you. Okay, so this is the summary, right, for the people who are born in these 5 lagnas or ascendants. However, as I said before, there is no need for people born with other 7 lagnas or ascendant to lose heart, as these are general predictions, right? So when we actually look at your chart with actual placements of planets, other planets also in your chart, along with your dasha bhukti details, right? So we will be able to make more accurate predictions, right? So okay, so this is about these 5 ascendants. um, I hope that the information I gave you about these 5 ascendants or lagnas is going to be very helpful, right? So let's move to the last part, which is on the law of attraction technique, which I spoke about initially. Right, so law of attraction itself is a huge subject. However, I'm going to touch upon one of the smallest, I mean simple techniques, right, in this video. So if you would like me to make more videos on law of attraction, please post comments in the comment section below, or you can message us, so that I can bring in more content, relevant and useful content on law of attraction. So basically, a lot of people come to me. Whenever they come to me, it is obvious they come with some issues, some problems in their life, right? So when we check their horoscopes, obviously their planetary positions will not be so good. They will have issues with some of the planets in their horoscope. So what I do is, based on my discovery, I'm trying to mix and match astrology with law of attraction, which is nothing but creating a positive mindset, which is definitely going to help people who are in distress, who are in trouble, who are going through problems, right? So I give them certain techniques so that at least they can build a positive mental framework. And for people whose chart or whose time is really good, uh, planets are favorably placed, right? So when they tend to use these techniques, it's really going to boost their current situation and you know improve the possibilities of achieving more and more success. So in this particular technique, it's called a visualization technique, right? And also we call it as gratitude. It's one of the if you do some research on law of attraction, right? So these are the two most commonly used techniques, or tools, or words, which are basically visualization, right, and gratitude. So basically, so if you are feeling low at any point of time, or if you think that nothing is going as per your plans, and you're really worried, right, so start using this technique. So basically, one has to use it lifelong. You will start seeing wonders. But if you use this technique for just 1 or 2 weeks, you will start seeing the difference, right? But the consistency is the key. You have to ensure that you do it every day. So basically what you have to do, so when we wake up, when you wake up in the morning, right, so just ask one question to yourself, your subconscious mind, right? So the subconscious mind is the most powerful thing in the world, right? So subconscious mind is nothing but our supta sthiti is what we call, right? So it is very powerful. It has billions of neurons, and over a period of time, we would have programmed our brain, these neurons, in a certain way. So this particular technique is going to help you to ensure that you start reprogramming your subconscious mind to give you positivity. Okay, so what you will have to ask when you get up is, you ask one question, that you know uh, what are the things I need to be grateful about, you know in this life, right? What are the things, for what reasons, instead of what are the things, you can say for what reasons I should be grateful in my life. Okay, so you just have to ask this question to your subconscious mind. then what the subconscious mind will do, it will start asking for, it will start searching for answers. It will search for answers. Okay, it might, it might say after some time when you ask this question, you get up, close your eyes, right? Get up, close your eyes and ask this question. Right, it can be on the bed itself. You get up, you sit down, and you close your eyes, and you ask your subconscious mind that what is that I should be grateful about. The subconscious mind will definitely search for answers, and it will say that, for example, that you should be grateful that you are getting a free supply of oxygen, you're breathing, and you're still alive, right? It might say that you have a wonderful family. It might say that you have a wonderful father, right? Or you have a wonderful teacher. Whatever it is, you have a nice home, right? So it will start searching for those answers, and it will start giving it to you. The next question you ask once you get answers for this is, you know what are the 5 things because of which I should consider myself as lucky? What are the 5 things because of which I should consider myself as lucky? Right? So again, it can be because of your job. You have a fascinating job, right? So you have a very nice children, right? So you have one of the best cars that you drive. So what are the 5 things, right? So ask this question to your subconscious mind. So then the subconscious mind will start searching for those answers, right? So when you do this, you start slowly removing the negativities from your mind, because your subconscious mind is going to only think about those positive things that you have in your life, right? So it's going to highlight only that. So your subconscious mind is slowly going to get reprogrammed. It will not happen overnight. It's difficult. You have to be consistent, like I said before. You have to do it for at least 2 weeks continuously. Okay, so be grateful for those 2 weeks, for whatever you have, whatever is your subconscious mind tells you that that you have these things right in life. So because of that, you need to be grateful. You start becoming grateful to the universe, to the Almighty. So once that happens, you will start seeing miracles. Once you build that positive mindset and framework, you start seeing the difference. You start seeing or meeting people, who, because of whom you get some opportunities and start getting progress in life. So a lot of wonders will start happening in your life. This is just one of the technique. There are hundreds of them. So in my future videos, I will definitely try to talk about such tools and techniques one by one, so that you can use them, uh, you can use them effectively, and you can try to be more positive and successful. No matter whatever your situation is currently, you can try to come out of it. And this will serve as a complement to astrology, because as I said before, this is a great technique, especially when the planets are not favoring you. So you go and take up the remedies that we are going to tell you. But the remedies will also take 3 to 6 months to yield results, right? So till such time, simultaneously, if you are also applying these techniques, then definitely when the time is going to be good, the result will be compounding. There will be a compounding effect, because of which you skyrocket into success, or whatever you want to achieve. You start realizing that. Hope that this video was helpful. And so please ensure that you follow us, you visit our website astrologic.in. Okay, visit our Facebook page as well. Start following us there. Visit us on Instagram, Twitter. Start following us there. And last but not the least, ensure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and post your comments and keep encouraging us so that we can bring more and more good videos. If you have watched the video till here, thank you very much, and I sincerely hope that you liked it. So we'll come back to you soon with other useful videos. And just a heads up, there can be a small war-like situation in March this year in the border, either with China or Pakistan. So we'll come back to you with more details on this. So until then, please take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.